Hello, and welcome to English 286, Writing About Literary Texts. My name is Dr. Sasha Johnson-Coleman, and I am your instructor for this course. First of all, I'm going to introduce myself. I taught at Norfolk State from 2009 to 2018, and I left and went to Wiley University in Marshall, Texas. Then I went to Denmark Technical College in Denmark, South Carolina, and that is a 2-year HBCU. I also work for the State Department as an English language fellow. And so now I'm back at Norfolk State. I started back the fall of 2025. So again, I welcome you to this session of English 286. Let's look at the Blackboard course as you can see it right now. It has everything here for you. And we'll just scroll down so that you can see. You can see all the modules as well, and the course feedback at the end. And so what you're going to do is, of course, is to start here. So this is exactly where you need to go. These are tips of getting started. This is contacting me. And as you'll see, this is my email address, the Department of English and Foreign Languages office's phone number. We're virtual, so my office location is virtual, and you can meet me through Zoom. My office hours are Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays from 8:30 to 9:50 Eastern Standard Time, and you will see everything is done on Eastern Standard Time. Even if you are somewhere else in the world, all work is due by Eastern Standard Time. Office hours, the same. What will you do if you want to get on Zoom during those times is to click the Zoom link and then enter the meeting ID and the passcode. If you can't meet with me during this time, please send me a Blackboard message or an email with 3 alternate dates and times, preferably Monday through Thursday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. All right. As we keep going, you can see the technical support and things that you need for the class, so make sure that you take the time to look at this as well. We also have the syllabus, and so I have it linked here, but this is where the original one is. If you click on the syllabus right here, and you click on this PDF, you will see the syllabus. You can make it larger if you want, or if you want to download it, you can download it as well. And we'll go over the syllabus soon. These are other guidelines and time expectations for the class. Policies on generative AI and whatnot. So please take a look. Take the time to really just peruse the Blackboard site. There's a wealth of information here. This is the textbook that we'll be using. You will click on this and you will go to Achieve. And the Achieve site looks like this. This is what the Achieve site looks like. It'll have all the readings for weeks 1, 2, 3, 4. Also, additionally, any quizzes, any diagnostics, and things of that nature. And you will have all that there for you. You can easily click, or you can just go to the ebook. And the ebook, it'll say something. It'll be like right under your name, the right top corner. So you can do that as well. And you can also look over here. The ebook is here. You can click here as well. And there are other resources that you are able to get in this Achieve website. So it's a really good site for you. That is where you're going to get the ebook and other pertinent information. My goal is to also to link it to Blackboard, as you see the pending right here. So I will try my best to do that. But until then, make sure that you definitely go on to the Achieve site. Excuse me. All right, and so also what you'll see is I have different kinds of handouts and writing support. So I have handouts on writing pitfalls to avoid, taking effective reading notes, drafting your thesis, and organizing and developing essays. I also have a folder on APA and MLA formats. I have 2 sample papers that you can download, Word documents. I also have the online writing lab from Purdue, the APA formatting and style guide, and the MLA version as well. And then this is the rubric that will be used to grade your essays. Also, I have information on popular scholarly, trade, and grade literature sources. This will help you because as you're doing your essay, writing your essay, and you're doing your in-text citations and your references, I expect the majority of your references to be scholarly. And so this helps to know the difference between those 4 kinds. Also, you'll be expected to go get professional tutor feedback from either the NSU Writing Center or tutor.com. Tutor.com is totally online. At the NSU, Writing Center, you can go in person or do it virtually as well. And then here are the weekly modules. We can look at week 1, and we have a lot to do. This is definitely a heavily writing and reading intensive course. So you're going to have to really pace yourself and to work diligently and work hard. I would say every day, because the class is only 6 weeks. And so this is the main module here. It always will be the first one. And if you see the main module, you'll see the welcome. You have a syllabus contract due the end of this week, and also proof of respondents lockdown browser, because that's how you'll be able to take quizzes or other exams. As and also the writing requirements. So APA or MLA, you're required to write in Standard American English proficiency. And so if you need help with that, again, the online writing lab Purdue will help. And also the book Arguing About Literature also has information as well with writing. This is the hard copy of the book. This is what it looks like. It's called Arguing About Literature, a Guide and Reader. And it's by John Schilb and John Clifford. And so, but you will have the ebook version that you get through the sales program. And this is a good link to help you to get to access the Achieve course site that I just showed you earlier, and the ebook and other pertinent information. And as you see, you have discussion board 1, all these things that are due to this week. So please go ahead and hopefully you already gotten started, but work ahead, that it will be super important for you as you move along. Also, and then these are the other weekly modules. They will pop up at the latest the Sunday before the start of the week, sometimes earlier. And then also we're about to go to look at the syllabus, and the syllabus will have everything that you need from the beginning of this session, to the end. And so let's take a look at the syllabus now. And here's the syllabus. So of course, my information again, Zoom link is here as well. Also other information that's important, course rationale, the description, course goals. The book is here. These are all the things that are necessary. You also need to make sure you have Office 365. You do get that free as a student, so there's no excuse for you not to have it. I do not accept Google Docs. I do not accept Apple Pages. You must submit your essays with as a PDF or a Microsoft Word document only. I also do not accept documents from SharePoint sites, so not from OneDrive, Google Drive, Dropbox, or anything of that nature. So please always make sure that your essays are attached to the submission as a PDF or a Microsoft Word document. You need the internet, and you should really only use Chrome as the browser. That is the best browser, not Edge, not Safari, definitely Chrome. So we're going to skip through this a little bit over it, but make sure that you take the time to read the entire syllabus. These are the competencies that are required by the Commonwealth of Virginia that also Norfolk State has adopted. We do slide presentations, audio, video, group discussions, evaluations, essays, quizzes, tests, discussion boards, journals, and many, many reading and writing assignments. Because this is about, analyzing text. This is the grading scale for Norfolk State University, and these are the grading components for the class. So 25% consists of discussion boards, participation, quizzes, and anything else. 40% is a short paper and the topic proposal, annotated bibliography for your final paper. And then the final exam is the final paper based off this topic proposal and annotated bibliography, and that's 35%. This totals 100%. The discussion board, they're usually due on Sundays by 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. With the discussion boards, you answer the prompt in 150 to 250 words, and then you also have to respond to 2 classmates with 75 to 150 words. I do look at the word count, so if you are writing less than the word count, you will get half credit. So please make sure you follow the rules. The ways the discussion boards are graded, it's 100 if you follow the prompt and the instructions for the prompt. It's a 50 if you do even just one thing incorrect, like if you don't respond to two classmates, you only respond to one, or you don't answer the full prompt, and then it's a zero if you don't do any of it. Um, if you have any kind of egregious or really numerous standard American English grammar challenges, points will be deducted, excuse me. And so your short paper should be no more than 2 to 4 pages. You should write an MLA or APA. You get to choose. I would suggest that you do it based on your major, but I'm open for you to choose, and that they're also due Sundays by 11:30 p.m. Remember that Blackboard's time may not be like your time. And with that being in mind, I only go by Blackboard time. So please do not be late. I suggest that you do not wait for the last 30 minutes before an assignment is due to upload it, because you never know what's going to happen with technology issues, any problems, and things of that nature. So work ahead. That would really help you, and turn your assignments in ahead of time, way before the due date. And the final paper, we will talk more about that in the coming weeks, but it'll be about 5 pages, and more to come with that. Again, I want to emphasize only MS Word documents or PDF attachments, no Apple Pages or any other word processing apps, and definitely no share sites like OneDrive, Google Docs, Dropbox. In this course, there will be no extra credit given, so please do not ask for extra credit. It will not be given. Um, it's important that you are participating in class and that you attend class. I do look at attendance and I do look at participation. And so, with the U.S. Department of Education, along with Norfolk State University, requires that for online students, that participation doesn't mean logging just logging in. You have to do more. And as I'm scrolling down, you will see that more, it consists of maybe submitting a writing assignment, doing a discussion board, emailing me about a particular information about the class, because you have to remember there's a line out process the first week. And so if I line you out because you've done nothing, remember logging in is not enough, then that's it. I will not reinstate you. So please make sure that you are participating, and you're being very interactive in this class as we go forward. Submission of assignments, again, no late work, uh, Eastern Standard Time, MLA or APA formatting. The only fonts you can use will be Arial, size 11, Times New Roman, size 12, or Calibri 12. Please do not use any other kinds of fonts as you're submitting work. I would suggest that with engagement, minimally, you should be logging on to Blackboard 3 days a week, and a minimum, of 9 hours a week. I honestly would suggest that you do it every day, because you never know. There may be a new announcement, a new message, some additional work, some deletion of work. So you want to be on top of those things. So make sure that you do that. Also, make sure that you check your Blackboard messages and email. I may send something to as a class, or I may send something to you personally. And so the goal is for you to respond as in 24 to 48 hours, which is equal to what I will do for you when you message or email me as well. Um, Going back to late work again, no late work is accepted. The only time it's accepted is if the dean of students, if you get an official excuse from the dean of students or the Office of Access and Equal Opportunity. Those will be the only times that I will actually accept late work. Other than that, do not send me your doctor's note, or don't send me an obituary, or don't send me anything, from your supervisor or your parents or anything like that. That is not sufficient. Make sure you take it to the Office of the Dean of Students or the Office of Access and Equal Opportunity. Also, I do not give incomplete grades, so there will be no I's for this class. This is again talking about earlier with the online courses and what is considered attendance. So please make sure that you take the time to read this. If you are absent from final exams, you will need to contact the Office of Student Services and Judicial Affairs to see if you can make it up. But the goal is for you to be present. The final paper will be due Friday, June 26th, and so you'll have time to work on that. So that should be good. But just in case of an emergency, you need to contact this office right here as soon as possible for the final exam. Academic integrity, we expect for you to be honest, to do your own work, right? And so also while you're doing your own work, especially when you're doing discussion boards and you're responding to two other students, make sure that you're respectful. You don't always have to agree with other people, but you can respect the fact that a person has the right to believe what he or she does. And so just continue to understand that as you're going along throughout the class. Statement on generative AI: you are to do your own work. Generative AI is good for support, so maybe to help you with an outline or something like that, but not to write your essay. You are to write your essay. The essays that will be turned in, you will actually turn it in twice. One as a regular Blackboard submission, and the second one as a Turnitin submission. I have people to do Turnitin submissions because it also calculates AI. So it's not 100% perfect, but it catches a lot of it. And if you have if a lot of what you've written is AI generated, your grade will suffer tremendously. So please make sure you do your work. Email policies, again, like I said earlier, I respond to you in 24 to 48 hours, except for weekends and holidays. I am to be addressed as Dr. Johnson-Coleman, as I will address you as Dear John, Dear Sally, Dear Mr. Jones, Dear Miss Kaufman, etc. So remember, this still is an English class, so all your writing is important. Please do not write me as if you're writing a text message. Write in standard American English grammar. So continue to read. I'm just going to keep skipping. Again, etiquette rules: being respectful, mindful, and professional. Looking over etiquette, um, Blackboard instructions, how to use it, the systems that you need. Remember, no, do not use Edge, do not use Safari as the browser. Use Chrome. Also, do not use Chromebooks. They're not supported by Blackboard. And don't heavily rely on your phone to upload assignments, because many times it does not work and you do not want to be late for an assignment and get a 0. So use your laptops, use your desktops, use your iPads, use your Microsoft Surface, but do not use Chromebooks, and barely use your phone. And definitely don't use your phone to complete assignments. More information on the technical aspect or operating system that you need. Um, if you have a disability, please make sure that you go to the Office of Disabilities on campus so that you can get the right accommodation, so that I can accommodate you, because the goal is for you to be successful. And so talking to them and getting what you need, I will be able to support that. And if you're having any needs for counseling, there is counseling services on campus. Please take advantage of these wonderful resources that the university has provided for you. And these are success tips. I have them highlighted because I think they're very important for you to be successful in this class. And this is the course calendar. Remember, everything is on Eastern Standard Time. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. Eastern Standard Time, and specifically Blackboard time. And so you'll see thoroughly all the things that are due, so you can work ahead. And I would suggest, because it's 6 weeks, the 6 weeks will go by quickly, to go ahead and work ahead. I would definitely do that, so you can keep abreast of what's going on as well. And so the goal is for you to, we're going to go back to our Blackboard site, is to do well and to be successful and to really gain knowledge of how to really write about literary text. We're going to do a lot of critical thinking, a lot of critical analyses. Some of the readings may be familiar with you, someone may not. We're going to have poems and plays and short stories and excerpts from chapters. And so there is a lot of reading, as you saw with the course calendar outline. So you're going to have to keep pace. Make sure that you're reading. And if you have any questions or comments or anything of concern, feel free to reach out to me. Do not hesitate, whether it's through Blackboard messages, the email, or our office hours. I'm available to help you. Um, and so I wish you well this session, and I think it'll be a good session. Thank you.